The unexplained story that begins where all your imagination ends.
Alright, we are about to unravel one of the most wonderfully bizarre stories you've probably ever heard. This is a story about a boy named Amal. And yeah, it kicks off with him fighting a crocodile, but believe me, it ends up somewhere in a whole other galaxy. So welcome to our explainer on The Magic Boy. Just listen to that. That's the sound of a mother's absolute desperation, right? It's the kind of cry that hits you in the gut. You hear that and you just know something awful has happened. But what we're about to find out is that this is way stranger than any simple accident. So here he is. This is Amal, our hero. And yes, he literally just fought a crocodile. You'd think that's the end of the story, right? The big climax? No way. For Amal, surviving a crocodile attack is just the warm-up act for an even bigger, much more confusing mystery, trying to figure out who he even is. So our investigation really kicks off right where the crocodile fight left off, in a hospital. And this place, it's more than just a place to get stitched up. It's the first crime scene, you could say, where the clues to his identity start popping up, and where everything he thought was true starts to get messy. So picture this. A doctor asked the old man who saved him all a really basic question. How old are you? And the guy just whispers back, I do not know. That one little line tells you everything. It's a huge sign that we're stepping into a world where the normal rules just don't apply. Time, memory, identity, it's all up for grabs here. So in that moment, Amal makes a snap decision. He tells the doctors this old man, Sharmer, is his dad. It's a white lie, right? He's just trying to protect the guy who saved his life. But deep down, something feels off. He's asking himself, this man feels like a protector, sure, but does he feel like a father? And that's the very first crack in the foundation of who Amal thinks he is. Okay, so if the old man isn't his dad, then who is? This is where we open up the case file. We've basically got two main suspects in the who is Amal's dad mystery. And let me tell you, the backstory for each of these guys could be its own movie. Okay, so in one corner we have Charmer, the protector. And get this, turns out he's not just some old man. He's an ancient, immortal alien who, 17 years ago, also happened to be the local priest who saved Amal's mom from a human sacrifice. He is absolutely convinced he's the father. Then in the other corner, you've got Mr. Cyril, Amal's teacher. He was in love with Amal's mom, Mala, and in this huge twist, she tells him that he's the real father. So, who do you believe? So your two choices for dad are an ancient alien or a heartbroken school teacher. I mean, this is not your typical family drama. And just when you think you're starting to get a handle on it, the story decides to, well, leave the planet. Things are about to get a whole lot weirder. To figure out this mystery on the ground, we have to go up, like way up, because it turns out the biggest clues to who Amal is aren't anywhere in his village. Nope, they're waiting for him, in his secret alien colony on the moon. And yes, you absolutely heard that right. Now, you're probably asking, how does a kid from a small village get to the moon? Well, Amal has this little superpower. He can astral project. Basically, his physical body falls unconscious, and his soul, his consciousness, just pops right out and can travel anywhere in the universe, instantly. It's like his own personal faster-than-light spaceship. And for his first big road trip, he doesn't just, go visit a friend across town. He goes straight to a massive, hidden alien base deep beneath the surface of the moon. And this is the exact moment our little hometown mystery officially becomes an intergalactic conspiracy. So once he's inside this moon base, Amal just hits the information jackpot. First, who does he find working there? His teacher, Mr. Cyril. Then he sees a screen, and there she is, his mother, Mala, alive and well. As he listens in, he hears her confirm the whole kidnapping and sacrifice story, but then the bomb drops. She tells Mr. Cyril that he is the father, which completely flips the whole investigation on its head. Again. And as if things weren't complicated enough with two potential dads, Amal finds something else. Clones. The aliens have been making genetic copies of him. I mean, how are you supposed to figure out your own unique identity when you find out you're not even one of a kind? So with all these crazy clues and cosmic secrets flying around, the search for the truth isn't some quiet investigation anymore. Oh no, it explodes into a literal, all-out battle, with Amal's life and his entire bloodline right at the center of it all.
Hey, remember those treasure hunters? The ones who tried to sacrifice Amal's mom all those years ago? Well, they're back. And now they're convinced that sacrificing Amal, this kid with super blood, will lead them to some ancient treasure. The past is literally coming back to kill him.
And the setting for this final showdown? A place that's already legendary, Alien Mountain. It's a spot that's supposedly filled with ancient alien power. I mean, you couldn't pick a more dramatic place for a final battle if you tried.
This threat against Amal is the last straw. It forces everyone to show their cards. All the secrets, all the old loyalties, they just erupt into the open. And now, the two men who both believe they are his father have to team up with a whole crew of allies to save him.
And you have to see this rescue party. It's absolutely wild. You've got his teachers, sure, but then you also have the soul of an ancient Sumerian warrior named Enkidu possessing one of their friends. You've got alien ships firing actual laser beams. And, to top it all off, a literal army of wild animals, elephants, bears, you name it, all fighting on the same side. The fight for this one boy becomes this epic, totally bizarre war. Okay, so after the smoke clears from that insane battle, we're still left with that one huge, unanswered question, the one that started this whole mess. It's finally time to close this case.
So after the aliens and the astral travel, the clones, and the freaking army of animals, let's get down to it. Who is Amal's real father? Is it Sharmer, the alien protector, or is it Mr. Cyril, the long-lost love?
Let's just look at the facts. Charmer, he was the one who rescued Mala, a true hero, but she was already pregnant, so he was a guardian, not the source. That rules him out. And Mr. Cyril? Well, it turns out Mala only told him he was the father to give him hope, to connect him to her lost child. He was her great love, but he wasn't the dad either. So just like that, both of our main suspects are eliminated.
And then the truth finally comes out. Not from some big confession or a DNA test, but from a voice. A whisper, really. A voice that's been there the whole time, totally unheard, that speaks directly to Amal.
Amal's real father is a third option that was never even on the table. His name is Enlil. He's an invisible, all-powerful alien being. He's been the secret protector, the unseen hand guiding everything and keeping Amal safe his entire life, completely hidden in plain sight. He's the real source of Amal's power.
So this whole story, right? It started with a boy fighting a crocodile in a lake. It ends with him finding out his dad is an invisible cosmic being. It really just leaves you with this one final mind-bending question. What does it even mean for who you are when you find out your family tree has roots in a completely different galaxy?
This is just a pause, not the end.